25. Yeah, you got it down pat now. And the leadoff walk for the Chieftains. Coming up to bat number 19, Calumet Vs Silo.
I'll try and do the errors this time. Tell me when we get them, and I'll try to keep track.
I'm usually pretty good about remembering all of it, but every now and then I get distracted doing too many things. So I'll do my best to help you. Their module for the sound, they've got a system that'll run things, I guess, concurrently. They can play two different speakers at the same time. And I think I'm back to the original one because the other browser's closed now. So tell me if you hear it when I click on it.
So I have a question. Home plate or the home team is on the field.
Mm-hmm.
They would get the errors
If they field, yes. Yep. Anything coming at them, you get the error for. I guess in theory, an offensive player could commit an error if he runs out of base, but it's a foul, so he's automatically out. Yeah.
So they don't really count as errors because they're outs.
Yep. Just a reminder, both teams are responsible for snagging foul balls, please. Thank you.
Who made the error? So how you get on base? How do you get on base?
Walk.
He walked him on a full count. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, game one action today earlier on tape delay upload. The Rattan Rams, defending Class A state champions for the spring baseball season, whitewash and defeat the Amber Pocasset Panthers, the Class 2A runner-ups. Final score is 15-2. Panthers get 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and Rattan will leave here with probably the most points scored, or runs scored, I should say, today, but we will see. Our 2 o'clock game features the Class 2A 6 consecutive state championships for the Silo Rebels. Strike out there, 1 down. Coming up to bat next, number 10, Hunter Arnold. Silo's now made it 11 consecutive state champions, at least game appearances. They've won 6 in spring in a row, and they have won 8 out of 11 of the last fall and spring combos. Coaching change for the Rebels. Eddie Jeffcoat leaving Dale to come to Silo, replacing Hall of Fame coaching legend Billy Jack Bowen. Skipper for Calumet, head coach Cody Thiessen, came over from Low-Key Sickles. He knows all about replacing legends. He replaced the 4th all-time winningest head baseball coach in Oklahoma history and in American history, Darryl Scales at Low-Key. Potential sack bunt will advance the runner. He's safe, so runner's now first and second, so that's a single. Bunt, single, base runner advances to third on the corners for the Chieftains.
Just gets a hit.
Yep, 1 hit. Now at the plate, number 1, Dalton Belcher.
But no errors.
Yep, correct. Anything that's a hot spot, hot shot, contested ball, very hard to snag or get to in time, he beats out the throw, then
Why
it's
didn't it? Oh,
he
run.
gets the benefit.
Oh, it wasn't a run. Shoot.
No run. You got it. Don't worry about it. I'll try not to confuse you. I'll try to help you best I can.
Oh,
Dead ball.
interference.
Yep.
Back.
Gotta go back.
So is that?
So they snagged the advancing runner instead of the hit runner, so it's an automatic out.
It was. Then it's an out.
Oh, sorry, it's now, my bad.
Yeah,
I was like, what do I do?
you're good.
You don't do anything. Okay.
Coming up to bat next, number 7, Kingston Arnold.
That's it.
Chieftain Strand 2 will head to the bottom of the first inning with the Silo Rebels up to bat. Today's head coaches for the Calumet Chieftains, Cody Thiessen. And for the Silo Rebels, let's welcome head coach Eddie Jeffcoat.
It's bright orange.
Just like on Fielder's Choices, they try to get the runner that's the closest to scoring out. On impeded calls like that, they snag the one that's closest. And in his case, not his fault that he got hit. It just perfectly happened that way, but he's automatically out.
Is it kind of like interference though?
It is interference exactly. And as a result, that negates the single. Because the ball's dead, there's nothing they can do with it. It's like the kid earlier that hit the double and it bounced over the wall. Yeah, he could have got a triple, maybe an in the park home run, but he's got to stop. You know, they won't let him go any farther than second. Coming up to bat for the Rebels in the bottom of the first will be Sanders, Smith, and Mendenhall. Now batting number 1, sophomore Zane Sander. Oh, nice rip. Leadoff single for the Rebels. Deeply hit. That's going to be a double. Scratch that. He will stand up and actually try to run this thing to third. He's going to beat it, folks. Going to be close, but he's in safe. Nicely done by the Rebels.
So that was a hit for home.
Yep, double plus stolen base. So you give him credit for one hit.
It would just be a triple. It's how you'd actually score it.
At the plate next for Silo, number 12, Colby Smith.
I wouldn't do anything other than put a hit on.
Nope, that's all you got to do. I keep track of. Normally there's somebody here that does the official, but these kids will be doing game changer, and it'll be totally different than the way we would call it either.
Yep, I was gonna say.
You can't control it, trust me.
Yeah.
I've covered games, and I knew fully well that, guy did not have 7 hits.
Oh, and here he goes. He's running.
Sack RBI, 1-run scores. Sack RBI, 1-0 lead for Silo.
Is that right?
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Now at the plate, starting pitcher number 25, Sam Mendenhall. On the mound for Calumet, number 10, Hunter Arnold. Right, I would assign an error E4, but you don't. If you can hit the error tab, you'd put it on the top this time, though, not the bottom. There you go. So you got this thing down pat. You're good to go.
So it's not a hit because
Nope.
it was an error.
Now at the plate, number 8, Charlie Gardner.
I'm so glad there's a breeze out there for them.
Yeah, last year was very hot. I felt sorry for those kids because they didn't have bottled water. There was a cold water. They were having to just shuttle back and forth to the 7-Eleven. Yeah, it was very hot last year. Probably about 110, give or take, something like that. All right, wild throw will advance the base runner to second in safe. So whereas Calumet had opportunities to score runs, they strand 2. Kind of breaking their stride of momentum was the out at second base, the impeded base call when the ball pretty much hit the base runner right in the legs in front of the second baseman. Silo making them pay now here in the bottom of the first with a run and another opportunity here to score. We don't have run rules for the tournament. However, there will be a strict enforcement on the time limit. Field drills generally take about 15 to 20 minutes, give or take. Each team can alternate and do so on left field, right field line, and then have full field. So generally there will be about a 30-minute, time period in between games. So this one will have to conclude no later than 4:30. Base runner on first now. We may have a courtesy runner. Let me see here what's going on. Timeout called. Coach Jeff Coate, I believe, had coached 2 other schools prior to Dale when he replaced a Hall of Fame coaching legend himself. And then now doing so twice. Taking the job this year for Billy Jack Bowen, America's all-time winningest coach in Oklahoma and American history. 2,252 baseball wins. Interrupted my own train of thought earlier. Hall of Fame coach at Dale that retired, Jerry Sanford, is who Eddie Jeff Coate replaced at Dale, and then he left there after 4 seasons to go to Silo, replacing Coach Bowen, respectively. Now at the plate, number 15, Jared House. Bases loaded for Silo, and this is usually when they really make a team pay. Got him on the pickoff. 1-6 toss out. Nicely done by the pitcher. Much easier to do when you're a lefty. Left-handed pitchers definitely have obvious advantages on the base runners first and second base. Blind spot is third. Righties kind of switch the odds, and their blind spot is first. And they generally, not always, but generally can do better on pickoffs at third base or first base with their way they have to spin. Only 6 games on tap, 3 games and 6 teams today. First 2 years of the Best of the Best Festival have had 8 game teams total and 4 game combos. This year, only 6 teams made their way. Ooh. And hit by pitch, another base runner on.
That did not look pleasant.
Coming up to bat for the Rebels, number 13, Britton Salisbury. Ball is put into play, going to waft over to left field, flies out. So the Rebels will strand 2 and score 1. Your score through 1 inning, Silo 1, Calumet 0. Heading to the top of the second inning with the Chieftains coming up to bat.
I didn't know they were. Sorry, I didn't. It wasn't on the order. I must have paid for it. But they didn't give us all they gave. They also didn't have but one potato salad on the order, and it was fine. So I'll make sure you got one of those too. So
Well, that's weird. They didn't get your Dr. Pepper.
I've had worse things happen. Did they get the sandwich at least?
Did they get the sandwich?
I don't know. They read off a bunch of stuff. But they were, yep. Okay, I don't know what any of these are, so I don't know how you know. Is there a way you know? She read them all off. There's 4 of them, so we got the amount that we need.
That's the brisket with cheese.
Brisket with cheese.
Up to bat for the Chieftains in the top of the second will be Cooper, Krantzman, and Navanik.
No cheese, just the one thing.
Now at the plate, number 6, sophomore Carson Cooper. Thank you very much.
The lady that was, I first walked up there, I'm like, hey, I don't know.
One of them's yours, one of them's mine. So I would assume mine's the bigger one, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, mine's over there.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the barbecue stuff or whatever, because here's some sissy sassy. You want some spicy stuff or?
mean, I want
Here's the original, but
I'm gonna ask for a crazy. That's what that pudding. No. Silverware, is that against the rules?
Did they not give you
they didn't
any?
give me.
Error.
I hope they did.
For bottom or top?
E5 error. Runner advances to first.
For the top, right?
Bottom. 1 error apiece now. Coming up to bat, junior number 5, Derek Krantzman.
Well, this is going to be interesting to try and think that's without. And so orange.
This will be a sack bunt. No hit.
That's an out, right?
Mm-hmm. Sack bunt advances the base runner to second. Now at the plate, number 9, junior Hunter Navanik.
I bet they didn't get your drink.
At least I grabbed the water.
I guess that skips off.
That's another out.
Fly out to left field, 2 down. Now at the plate, freshman number 15, Jackson Burns.
Do you want some barbecue sauce?
I'm going to take a little bit.
Here's the 2 flavors. Which one you want? Oh, that's so sexy.
I guess spoons.
You got spoons?
Yeah.
That's nice.
But I get one bite of your banana pudding.
guys are going, I'm not doing this anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I get there and the lady's like, I said, I'm not gonna have an order for Larry. And she's got like a bag that has like one potato salad in it. See, that's not it. And yeah, guess what? It was it. Because the other stuff was in the other. And I'm like, okay.
Single puts the runners on first and third. Back to the top of the lineup for the Chieftains, number 11, Kyler Thiessen.
Hey, lose the attitude. There's that.
Yes, it is.
And that's a hit plus a run
For home
for away.
or guest?
Mm-hmm.
Hit and a run. So it's a 1.
Yep. You got it perfect. Now at the plate, number 19, Caleb Thiessen.
Who?
The home team, the one hit our visitor. Don't play ball. Oh,
Chieftain strand 2, but score 1. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning with the Rebels coming up to bat.
So is that right then? Do I have it right now?
yes.
Okay. Kyle says the only reason you guys are helping me is because I'm pretty. And I said, oh, that's it, huh? Not just because they're nice people?
There's a, you know, he knows better than that. Yeah, you're right. Wow, Rachel's got one kid too. Rachel's got one kid. I'll tell you the original does. The original smells terrible.
It does?
I, what is, Sissy's a mile?
Oh,
Is my assumption.
that's not sissy.
That's what I am too. That's why I was like, I don't.
What makes it taste spicier is they put pepper in the batter for the rub that they put on the ribs and the brisket. So it makes it taste spicier no matter which one you get, but they do have a super spicy one. Yep. Now at the plate, number 3, Landon Langley.
Man, that potato salad was good. I could have just eaten that.
I'm not doing this.
That's the ball. Wow, that's.
Yeah, it was a ball. Way, way high. Yeah. 2-2.
Sorry.
This roster that you had for Calumet, it's the roster from last year. That's the one from this year.
Okay, just give me one and put the other over there by the printer.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that full count?
Yes.
Barbecue sauce.
All right, a walk, so you can clear it out. 0. Yep, there you go. Coming up to bat for the Rebels, number 20, Braden Hill.
I'm with you too. I don't like the original.
That's what it is.
No.
Greg, do you want one of these? Is that what you put it over here?
What is it? I'm sorry. No, he just brought me one. Yeah, I had him put the others over there for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming up to bat for the Rebels, number 11, Sean Weaver.
That's not spicy at all. The brisket wasn't?
Why do I have?
The brisket is definitely peppery.
I mean, I'm kind of soft.
You say it does?
It's peppery.
It's got pepper in the batter. Yep.
I didn't taste it.
I've eaten there a bunch.
Oh.
I can tell you everything about there.
You made it out of error. Would that be an error?
Yeah.
Crap. Who would it be an error on? Home?
You don't necessarily just put errors up if you don't want to.
Well, I'm trying to do it.
Because it's high school, so
Be the visitor team.
I didn't answer the question.
Be the top line. Away.
Technically it's E6, but yeah, number 2. Foul ball. Now at the plate for the Rebels, number 2, Jory Allen.
and then 9 hole.
I did a game in Atoka this past spring. Lightning and thunder and rain delay ended up taking 5 hours and 45 minutes for the game. By the time it was over with that night, I had so much head congestion that I was actually scaring people in the stands. They would walk and they kind of flinch when they walk by the speakers. Oh, that day was so long.
I bet.
I was just talking with Coach Thiessen about picking up Monday and Tuesday for their Calumet Festival before the Hydro Weekly Labor Day tournament. And that's a crazy tournament because it's pretty much just, I mean, 28 to 30 games total, something. They're routing them from 2 different areas. I mean, it's a crazy tournament. There's lots of games. 14 teams. Weatherford and at Hydro Weekly.
Wow.
Maybe in the fall. When they played Buffalo Valley or where it was. No, Boswell.
Yeah.
Notable difference for this year's Silo roster, much smaller. They have graduated in back-to-back cycles. Division I solid prospects for Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Last year's 2022 Baseball Player of the Year, Kyler Proctor, notably. So there's plenty of opportunities now for this Rebel squad. He'll score in safe at second, score it 2-1 on the, in effect, single stolen base, turns it into the double. And now base runners in multiple scoring opportunities for the Rebels. They take a 2-1 lead.
Okay, so they're at home, right?
Yep. Give them a hit, give them a run. Now at the plate, number 1, Zane Sander.
I don't know. I hadn't tasted it, so I don't know what it is.
It's 2-1 right now. right?
Yes.
Danny Sander. Seen you at home and home. About to get hit off a guy that carved us up on the your tournament.
No, it's not.
Doesn't count.
Oh, no, okay.
Is this a new battery?
It's like,
No, pitch count resumes.
this kid.
I think you're still correct, but I think it's 1-1, not 2-2. You got the right split, but just too many.
Yeah.
I should have said yes, he was a new batter, but he was at the plate when you asked me. Tried to make that more clear.
Very good game with him in his place over the season. I didn't throw even. So I had a lead in the last inning.
I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for this game, All Nations Bank and the Calumet Chieftain Dugout Club. This game will be uploaded in its entirety and available to watch just about a minute or two after the game goes final. Keep in mind, we are definitely wanting to advertise this, so the final game of the night will be live streamed, but up until that point, we want as many people here today to contribute to help toward the host fee. Former Binger Oni principal, Sealing High School principal, and assistant and head coach Larry Milligan, our tournament director. He has put this on now for the third year running. I want to give him a shout out. And then also stress that the reason why the games are not live is because we are needing to meet coverage and hosting fees. It's the best way to probably word it. And we do not want people to stay home to watch the game. We want you to come out here and enjoy it at the L. Dale Mitchell Park. It is a beautiful day on the campus of Oklahoma University. Nice wind, not too hot. So if you're not doing anything, we're just down the bottom of the second, so come on out. And the bases loaded walk for the Rebels.
Here you go. If that somehow gets to be too much, just let me know. I'll take care of you.
Thank you.
Coming up to bat number 12, Colby Smith.
Wow, I had damn good. I think it was terrible. It's kind of sour. Weird.
Ah, yeah, that's going to score too.
Is that 2 runs?
2 RBI double. Silo 4-1. Yeah, extra hit, 2 runs though.
At least it was good.
Yeah, they carved out a niche. They have the coaches shows for OU football, basketball, softball, I think baseball, and that may be it. But you're allowed to pretty much sit right where they do it back in the corner. So they have usually Roland, a couple people from the radio program or from the school broadcast, but yes, it's kind of a cool environment. You can sit right there and eat, watch the coaches do their interviews, and it's a lot of fun. Kind of cafeteria style seating, it's wide open.
Did you use an eighth grader? Is she a freshman now? Oh, is he not there?
No, he was freshman last year.
Sophomore. Is there another one?
He might be an eighth grader.
That's what I'm asking.
How about
He must be somewhere because his mom he's not here.
you know this pudding is not from a box? Because they're so good.
didn't know the circle was an option.
And they do have package line stuff to go. So you can stop there, and if they don't already have it packed up for you, you can get it within about a minute.
Oh, you should have been. Oh, wait, I got some banana pudding.
Yeah, don't throw in the banana pudding.
It's inside, kind of like a gas station.
I'm sorry.
I hate to say it that way, but it's a gas station restaurant is what it is.
Make sure Kyle beats you good tonight.
She says she's.
I'll tell him.
Oh, by the way, I think.
I need to be punished tonight, sir.
Dinner tonight, too. I'll remember that. Guess who's not getting dessert?
2-2 official pitch count. And strikes him out.
So what drink did you get from Sonic?
Strikeout.
Cranberry slush.
Cranberry slush.
Up at the plate, number 8, Charlie Gardner. Oh boy, that one's bad. It's gonna hook foul though.
Ooh, right out.
Yeah, that one would have been over the wall.
Do you know what I love about banana pudding?
The smell, the touch, the taste.
I love it when they put those vanilla wafers in and they get soft. Just a little bit of crunch.
Do you work for the Jigsaw? I tell Paul Party, you go to Jigsaw work at Walmart.
Did I tell you the story about Cody the other day when me and I were at I thought he was going, yeah, but that's what you do to laugh out loud.
Oh, about the.
Oh, beautiful check swing, just perfectly snagged. Can't do nothing with that one. Fly out to first. Your score through 2 innings: Silo 4, Calumet 1. Chieftains coming up to bat, top of the 3rd inning. Info on team rosters: head coach for Calumet, Cody Thiessen. Assistant coaches, Jason Nichols and Mike Stilley.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't want it.
Your coaching staff for the Silo Rebels for the fall 2023 season: head coach Eddie Jeffcoat, assistant coaches Jamie Hastings and Ryan Cordell.
First bite was way better.
I'll take it back. The first bite was better though, because it probably had whipped cream on it.
You know, I had vanilla wafer in it.
Oh, you stole one of my wafers.
Well, corner.
Mm.
Figured he was going to say, well, I took 3 of them.
I think I need to find a order for my
I
phone.
don't anymore. I lost my phone. Remember last.
Did you say you're taking colonized?
Up to bat in the top of the 3rd inning for the Chieftains: number 10, Hunter Arnold.
Oh, Bobby must have showed up because Charlie Edmonds not here.
Right. That is exactly why.
I can't believe Charlie's not here. He has a really big his voice. You never heard it. You serious? You smoke drunk?
Well,
Charlie smoke? I don't know. Sounds like he does. Tell him people has the whole thing on his neck.
I like those chop swings they're doing.
Well, double if I say.
Who balled out?
Now at the plate, number 1, Dalton Belcher. Fly out to center field, 2 down.
I'm 100% confident.
Up at the plate next, number 7, Kingston Arnold.
Nylon ball still used to. What was that? Yeah. Nylon ball clears the OU. Like for the ball still. No, dude. All I could think of that day that I never will forget was just basically just give us a chance. Just to, because he's always, he pitched to him, but he threw it not around him, but you know, he pitched every time. He just was gonna make you chase something. He was gonna make you chase something.
3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the third with the Rebels coming up to bat. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Prep Nation TV is pleased to announce our 2023 greatest of all time achievement winner, former head coach from the Silo Rebels, Billy Jack Bowen. Coach Bowen will be recognized on Bowen Field coming up in the fall baseball season.
Has his own field?
Named after his uncle, his brother. They're legends, man. They finished with almost 5,600 wins combined between the three of them.
Wow.
And that's just in baseball.
Wow.
Billy has got 551 in basketball, and Randy's probably got close to that. Randy's actually coached boys and girls basketball, baseball, softball, and been a referee.
Wow.
Their uncle Merle's an absolute legend. Asher, with him as head coach, won 44 state championships.
Wow.
That's all in love with you, man. The field is awesome.
Pretty impressive.
Very. Merle won 44 state titles. Billy won 24.
That's amazing.
When he went to Silo, they were very new, school out of Durant. Only played sports for, I don't know, 1 season, maybe 2, tops. We went there in 2000, and within, second season, they've won 18 state titles since 2002.
Wow.
And he retired this spring. Now batting number 15, Jared House.
That woman got hit with the ball.
Hey, does anybody? Greg, I'm getting you something to drink.
I'm good.
See me? Safe.
Safe on the third strike, base on ball.
Yeah. And you know why I call him safe? Because George from Silo. Don't say that. I was just kidding.
I call them Bobs.
It looked safe to me, but
What do you know? You're a long ways away.
that's true.
Coming up to bat number 13, Britton Salisbury.
Wonder if I'm on here. Sure, this will be good.
I cannot get over how beautiful the day is today here. There's a nice breeze. Nobody is just ostensibly passing out and cooking like lobster boils in the seats. Even some people that are full all the way down in the bottom rows where it is super hot. Not many of them, about maybe 10 or so. Dale Mitchell Park, of course, the home stadium for the Oklahoma Sooners. They will be doing a renovation project over the course of the next 2 seasons. That will coincide with their first official season in SEC play. Oh man, he was out by a country mile. 2-4 throw out.
I didn't even try to go back.
Yeah, if you're not going to have a 6-step lead, you just trot right back on the other direction. I mean, he was out by what, 5 seconds?
Oh no, I didn't even try. Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. I thought that was a ball.
I'm sure known to do that to you.
I know.
6-3 ground out, 2 down. Up to bat next, number 3, Landon Langley. It's weird. Silo is chopping them foul, and then Calumet is actually driving them with a chop swing.
It is cold in there.
And the walk puts the base runner on. Up at the plate next, number 20, Braden Hill.
Bunt it? Oh, what was that one?
High. It's a ball.
Safe.
Would you like it?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Hit? Nope.
4-3 ground out ends the inning. One stranded. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Your score remains Silo 4, Calumet 1.
That wasn't a hit till we got out.
Yep.
Thank God. That's okay. Greg, you're in the media outlet.
Yep. I hate the word media though, because I don't really like most of them, to be honest with you. But
Fair
Yeah, you
enough.
wear it around your neck.
Is Twitter called Twitter still?
no, it's X.
I did not download X. I downloaded Twitter.
They
I have a
basically,
Twitter account.
it's now in a holding company through Tesla. So, in
So
effect,
so is it still a tweet?
no, it's called an X now.
It's called a what?
An X.
So everything's X.
They're
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
called
make
X.
it now YouTube like Facebook, Twitter. So it's going to be composites to where you can have shows now on there, programs, videos, and even detailed business advertisements.
On X.
Yes, on X.
Crap, I don't know anything about it, and I'm supposed to.
But Tesla's owner, he's the one that changed it. They did it in between Monday night and Tuesday.
Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Why can't he just leave things alone? One of our Booster Club people said we need to get a Twitter account.
There's no such thing.
I know that now.
Now the plate junior, number 6, Carson Cooper. There's good on it, but still there's just people that argue on it nonstop, and it's just kind of like,
Do I still have 160 characters or whatever?
some people can post like books now.
Because they bought the.
Yeah, if you pay for the check mark, you can literally post a book.
Oh, don't say that, because I know a lot of people have posted book already.
You gotta pay for it though.
Some people will.
Give you an idea of how much money can be made on there. Tucker Carlson is making $56 million a year now on his exclusive X channel.
Doing what?
Just having his TV show from home with the camera instead of being at Fox.
Who was he with?
With Fox.
Fun. Yeah, big time, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen any of his interviews with Ice Cube?
Oh, savage.
Dude. That's false fair. Called it foul. Called it foul.
No? Oh, you did too.
Called it foul.
Dang.
Okay,
Oh shoot, that was.
Foul is the call.
How many strikes is that then? Because I cleared it.
Well,
Hold on, he'll tell me.
I think he's going to hold the count since it went foul, but it should be second strike if it's 0-2 instead of 1-2.
He doesn't show me.
He's not been the best about flashing his hands, so I can kind of, okay, there you go.
One on one.
He didn't even,
jacked.
he didn't even count it.
He's so jacked he goes 90.
All right, anybody that is watching this game, it'll be after the result. But if you want to follow today's action, we will be issuing Most Outstanding Player and Most Valuable Player customized belts. We'll do that at the conclusion of the game. If the players have already left, then we'll make arrangements to meet them at the Baseball Diamonds this fall. If they're here at the park, they can pick them up in the press box or down on the field. That is now 2 down.
Oh, I needed that.
Dustin McComas is the senior editor for 5. Okay.
Now at the plate number 9, Hunter Navanik. If you want to watch content live, will be red and white only for the final game tonight. Anything black and white means previously aired or video on demand. If you go to the video tab, you'll see plays of the game and video highlights. And then if you go to playlists, you can search A to Z for any team we've covered during the last 4 years. And content is stored. All you have to do is either set the setting A to Z or scroll until you find the team you want to watch. Most recent content will be on top. And the fly out to right field.
Bottom of the fourth?
3 up, 3 down. We'll have the bottom of the fourth of the Rebels coming up to bat.
I mean, he does like updates there.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
I'll get it to him.
yeah.
Thank you. Don't throw it.
That happens.
Ooh, thank you. Whoever went and got that, I appreciate it.
I don't know.
Hello.
First, third, fourth, yeah.
It's on the bottom
But I've
of
been chasing foul balls and lineups.
Game has been very fast-paced. Not been a lot of mistakes made. Each team has an error. Actually, Calumet has 2. They had an E4 and an E6 if you're wanting to keep track of that kind of stuff. Silo with an E5. We had one questionable call on a foul ball that looked to us in the press box all to be good. Nonetheless, pulls it back. Calumet in back-to-back innings now unable to even get a base runner on after stranding 2 in both the first and second inning. This is the 3rd annual Best of the Best Baseball Festival here at OU. I will be naming most outstanding players for each game. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have won the overall, but it does mean that they have made the cut. That way, those particular players, I should say, and fans will know they are in the running for the belts.
Oh, when I got laughing that day, it was bad. We were standing, did I tell you that story, Money? We were in Chattanooga, and we're walking out of our room. Yeah, we're in my room. And it's one of those feelings, you know, when you walk out of the room, as soon as the door shut behind me, I knew I left it again.
Coming up to bat next, number 11, Sean Weaver.
So I knocked up, hey, excuse me, ma'am. I said, I locked my fingers.
I have so much fun at home, especially when I go to movies, because I can just sit out on the theater and I can say, coming soon to a theater near you. Everybody say, are you the guy that does those on TV? I'm like, no.
No, but I wish. You could. You could do it. Have you ever looked into being a voice actor?
I've done some work, but I had a couple of surgical procedures that I had to get done because it was throwing my voice all up and down, up and down, up and down. And come to find out, I had esophagus, some kind of in effect, it was inflammation and internal allergies were triggering my body system to be too hot. So it was constantly causing voice fluctuation, which is really weird. But it was a part of my vagus nerve. So I had to get electrolysis, basically electroshock, which wasn't fun, but it fixed it.
I don't know. There was this one thing that I saw on TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not, but you can go and look at audiobooks that you can read. I thought that might be kind of fun to do.
Yeah, we'll be starting this year on docuseries. So we can do like stories on programs or franchises or specific coaches.
I would like to
And I do a
read
lot
that
of
kind of stuff,
tournaments.
but I don't like my voice. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good about enunciation and I can read really well.
You strike me as a teacher. You strike me as a teacher.
I'm not yet. I'm working on it.
Well, you have diction and you speak very distinct.
Well, I try.
I used to teach actually linguistics in college, believe it or not.
Oh, how cool. But but I think it would be fun to do like an audiobook or.
Coming up to the plate next, number 2, Jory Allen. I think like all things, the more you do things that interest you, it challenges your brain not to be lazy and just stick and stay. I think that's what everybody should do, is you should pick something else up that motivates you to keep learning or keep growing. You get out of school and you think, well, I'm finished learning. No, you're not.
Yeah. Well, I'm still in school. I've got like 17 credits before my bachelor's done.
Now at the plate for the Rebels, number 1, Zane Sander.
Drives me nuts. I put it off so long, but I don't regret raising my kids first. I just.
Oh,
just
absolutely
take
not.
forever.
You do what you, yeah.
Sophomore. Most of them are.
When I was a professor in college, I had 40, 50, 60-year-old people in class.
The sun don't get it gets hot here, you know.
Crap in my leg.
And then these people start whining all the time about how cold it is.
I'm not whining. I just made a comment. Now I lost track of what we're at.
We're still here, same spot. I told you.
We're 2-0 on the pitch count.
Come, Carl, show you. He's-
But yeah, no, I know, and most of my, like I have 143 credits, so I'm taking classes. I keep taking classes, but I think I know now. I want to be a teacher. I want to.
Oh, he missed it, and he's going to score too.
So that was an error for guest.
Oh, he got him. Oh, I think he got him. Run scores, though.
Oh, that's his other.
What? I'm confused.
Run comes across the plate. Safe at first is the official call. And now up at the plate, number 12, Colby Smith.
So the run doesn't count on the plate.
No, the run does count. I say he was out. I think he tagged him out, but he called him safe.
Oh, okay. So the run for home.
Non-hit, since it's a fielder's choice, but it is a run, so now you got to do 5 on the bucket for home with 1 run right there. Yep.
But was that any error on?
No. No, it's a fielder's choice. He goes home for a reason to get that run, so
Safe call is overturned by the,
Oh.
look at Jordan run.
I know Jory was really like.
the Hustle Award goes to the first base line umpire.
His knees were all the way up.
If Jordan would have gone down, he would never have moved that up. For 2 reasons. Number one, I'd have never let him.
Yeah.
And the other one is he's from Silo. They would never let
Well,
him.
number 3, it's on tape. I mean, you can play it over and over and over again.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Dang it! Now we need that. Uh-oh. Helmet. Misfunction.
All right, we have got a timeout on the field for the coach to fix the player's mask behind home plate. Looks like to me he just snagged the backup mask, so he'll be back on field and we'll be good to go. Base runner will return to second.
Base runner will return to second. No, I totally believe in lifelong learning.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I tell my kids that all the time. I'm like, you don't have to go to school to learn, but you need to keep learning.
If I was teaching youth, I would teach them remain teachable without becoming gullible.
Yep.
Check it out, source it, stay
Why
open-minded,
did you do that?
learn. That's definitely an error. All right. So if you want to assign another error, that's definitely one there.
So error for
Team on the field. Yep.
which is
Away team, so it'll be 3 for Calumet.
Hey Larry, you wanna watch this like with the restroom?
What's it gonna do?
Will you come
If
keep-
you just hurry, you won't have to worry about it.
If you go out this door, you can immediately go down.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Larry.
All right, timeout number 2. This is the first coach's timeout, though.
Thank you.
Head coach Cody Thiessen, and now his 3rd season or 2nd year as head baseball coach at Calumet High School. He's taken the Chieftains back-to-back to the playoffs and state quarterfinals. Brought over a couple of his sons. They've got a couple of players as well. This should be a very serious, legitimate title contender if they stay in Class B for classifications for the Fort Cobb-Broxton Mustangs. I expect that Roth will have a major drop-off this year with losing so much Division I talent. I believe 5, 6 starters, and 5 of them pretty much played their entire high school careers together. A couple of transfers, but they all pretty much started in some location by Binger, going through Fort Cobb and then off to Roth. One actually went to Silo as well. So it'll be a fun season this year. Class A is going to be loaded. Silo will be the favorite. Dale will be there. Oaktaha will be there. Ampo will be there. Worcester will be there. Bing will be there. Resurgent Latta team possibly could be in the mix as well. Preston obviously will be a dark horse. So it'll be fun to see what happens in Class A and B. Class B, you're going to have to go through Fort Carr Broxton right now. Boy, they are on fire. 3 consecutive state championships, A and B combos. So it'll be interesting to see how Lokiba kind of rebounds for a couple of seasons down, how Moss will do this year after just really devastating losses in the state playoffs. Lost a pitcher's duel and then got run rolled this past spring. I think Tupelo, after losing Cody Arrington, they may dip just a little bit, but it'll be a fun class for Class B. Usually ADMs or baseball classifications don't come out until at least a full week and sometimes 2 weeks of play have already transpired. But I would anticipate that Calumet will stay in B, but you never know. I think Visai, Sealing, and some of the teams kind of in that little hub, Shattuck and Hydro Eakley may have some shots as well. So it'll be a fun 7-8 weeks of tournaments. We generally do an event every week, and we try our best to go all throughout the state. I know we'll be booked for sure at the Hydro Eakley tournament, Calumet Festival. I believe we'll be at the Roth tournament. I'm not sure if we're going to do next week's Dale tournament. We're trying to determine if their high school staff that uses Squirtle will be doing all the games or just their games. But I will make a post so that everybody knows where to expect us. Be a shallow fly out to right field. He'll tag up and he will score. And another run scores for the Rebels. They now have a 5-run lead, 6-1. Sac RBI scores another run. Now at the plate, number 8, Charlie Gardner. Rebels score 2, Strand 1. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning coming up. Calumet coming up to bat. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You got facilities, you got staff, and that's a very fertile hub up there.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's a challenge, though.
a whirlwind of difference.
Yeah, totally.
But we're excited for the challenge.
Because 6A, every year it's like there's another team that's going to win, might win, but you kind of know who it's going to be still.
Right.
You know, I think you'd have a shot to win it all if you had a kid who could throw like 92, 93, you know, something like that.
Good. I got 2 of them.
That's my point.
But I don't have anybody to catch them, so.
Oh, boy, another throw ball. Well, congratulations. Good for you.
Appreciate it.
No. They'll be okay though. One thing, Blanchard's always decent.
Oh, man. Yeah, Blanchard and Tuttle again, 4A. Duncan will be right there with them, though. Yeah, those will be the 3 teams, I think.
I think Blanchard will be preseason number 1.
Yeah.
If they had rankings, I
They
guess.
had a good recruiting year.
Yeah.
Transfer portal was good too.
Hey, my guy wasn't even in the portal.
Then if they need to start checking that portal out. see if
Yeah,
there's anybody-
where's this website at? The hell? We'll go.
Coming up to bat number 15, Brendan Voss.
Where's he hitting that in the lineup?
Well, they had him originally slotted at number 9,
Thank you.
so I think that's where he's still at. I don't think he's swapped yet.
Thank you.
Everything is good? You didn't mess it up?
Nope.
No. I didn't miss a pitch. You already missed one pitch.
Yep, it's ruined now. The whole thing's ruined. It's just ruined. 1-1.
You know what? I think my banana pudding.
And some popcorn.
Oh, well,
3 on is his tag. 2 down.
2 down. There was no out on there until I pressed
Oh, there
F.
wasn't? Okay, then you beat me to it. Correction, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup, number 11. Starting third baseman, Kyler Thiessen. You were fast.
Thank you.
You beat me to the look down, and I already saw the one. It was there.
Bobby, where the hell is that?
He says it's the fall.
I tell people in this line of work, I eat crow when it's warm. If I flub up, you're going to catch me quick on it. Other than that, then I reserve the right to debate it.
Well, right at the.
Coming up to bat next, number 19, Caleb Thiessen.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, these are going to be ballers. They're both the coach's boys. Fly out to center field. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Rebels coming up to bat. Well, this one is flying by.
I don't know if he's pretty good on my game.
She goes, you stop saying, she goes, this guy pitcher sucks.
I mean, if-
I don't know anything about it in real life, but he plays a good, pretty good on my game.
Ready for the question of the day?
Yep, shoot, I'm all over it.
Who's the most memorable female in history?
Female in history or athlete?
Did I say athlete?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe or Raquel Welch.
No.
Most memorable
Queen
female
Elizabeth.
in history.
Diana Ross. Cleopatra. That's mine.
Well, someone did right. I mean, one of the comments was
Diana.
Queen Cleopatra. Someone wrote Jesus' mom. Couldn't get her name right.
Mary.
Yeah, that's tough to remember.
Yeah, she's the most memorable. But I get her first name right.
I don't know her name. That lady that, you know.
It's all at the tip of my tongue. Mm.
So
Eve.
what-
Someone said Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
So what is the
She's
real
pretty.
answer?
I don't think there is one. I think it's just for debate.
Oh.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, now it's going to be Taylor Swift. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I can answer that now.
That's why when they never know where to go eat. Last time they did, look what happened.
Oh, Larry. I got so much.
Didn't s- Yeah, he's on his own on that one.
Threw out the shortstop. If he was still the short, you had him. That's okay. He could have come over for a second. But if they're still in center field like that.
And I think we got a substitution in the order. Nope. Coming up to bat number 15, Jared House.
Somebody said he was gonna do he was going to do maintenance and.
Mhm,
grab a
yes.
lot of stuff out there at school just to keep, be stay busy. But since that was when they thought he was still gonna keep coaching, now he's gonna coach, I hope he was doing it.
High fly, that's going to hook over by first base. Easily snags it. Good job.
Got it.
Now at the plate, number 13, senior Britton Salisbury.
Read what it says.
Might be now.
Read what it says. Are you kidding me? Hold on. It only gets better. Read it out loud.
Read that one.
Get the boys all together. We're heading to Hooters. Wait, Tyler and I went to the Hooters on Thursday.
I'm not making this up, Larry.
Wednesday, Tyler goes, he called me, he's like, hey, let's go to lunch. Let's go.
This X social media thing's pretty good. It's way better than Twitter.
Mine's glad the bird out this morning.
No, mine is-
Your phone has to update.
Yeah, you got it.
My phone did update because I went to get the,
It should
Yours should have an X on it.
Now we're kicking you out, Larry.
Mine?
Oh.
No, right there, it says
Shoot.
bird.
They're banning you.
Because I had to get I got this stupid watch thing and they had to update my phone.
That'll be another shallow fly, this time out to center field. He'll have to run into Snagit and does so 2 down.
Look at that, that's why I asked how fast you get.
Because I didn't update. I didn't like get in the website and do update like that way. My phone just did it
Yeah, that's
automatically.
fine.
Now at the plate, number 9, senior Casey Spalding.
You get a free Apple Watch with it. And so he's like, you want it? I'm like, it's free. Yeah, I want it. So he gave it to me, and so they said, well, let's hook it up to your phone. I said, yeah, I don't know how to do that. It was that hour and 45 minutes, an hour and 40 of it was getting my phone.
1-0.
updated 'cause I hadn't done it before.
Yeah. Paul?
I
Yeah.
never update my phone.
Is this terrible?
They might have more than that. I didn't know.
In high for ball 3.
Some of the good ones are not, so.
Silo's been able to get a base runner on so far in every inning. Generally, it's been the leadoff batter as well. Runner advances to first, so the Rebels once again have a base runner on. Now at the plate, number 4, junior Bryce Vandenberg.
MVP's having a trial tomorrow. Hey, did you tell me?
Was it you that was telling me we were talking about? Yeah, it was, you know. We were talking about, not very much, name.
Sure.
Scherzer's got $58 million, he's getting paid by.
Backbreaker. Just a backbreaker.
Ooh, obstruction.
Oh, they may let him run. He may actually advance. Yep, he's going to send him on in. Base runner advances home. Obstruction at third base. Run counts.
Home, 1 run. Right?
I'd still go tag him.
You are correct.
Still tag him.
Coming up to bat, senior number 11, Sean Weaver.
Because actually, that was not obstruction. That should be an RBI. It wasn't called.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Oh,
that's foul.
So far today, we've had no home runs, but that's the closest one we've had since one went foul in the Ratan game. We did have a one hopper over the wall in between the double O's for Sooners on the wall there by the 1994 National Championship banner marker. Most ballparks, it would have been a grand slam. Instead, he's only able to drive in 2 runs, and that was Mr. Logan Smith. And it's a perfunctory 4-3 ground out. So Calumet gets the stop and go ahead now to the top of the 6th inning. Your score through 5, Silo 7, Calumet 1. Chieftains coming up to bat, top of the 6th inning.
That's pretty funny.
a lot of you guys are lying.
You guys are lucky.
Wasn't prepared for that. He said, let's go.
was just saying it. Yeah. I mean, I've never, say it again?
Laura Lee.
Yeah, Laura Lee. How many Laura Lees have you met in your life? Exactly.
Well,
How many Christians have you met in your life? Yeah, okay.
You know what's funny? My ex-husband's name is John. Okay? Plain Jane.
Yeah.
Right? Our oldest son is Matthew.
Up to bat in the top of the sixth, senior number
His
10,
daughter,
Hunter Arnold.
Where's going with that?
before we got married, he said, my first girl is going to be Talicia Forrest Dalton. And if you don't like that, then we won't get married. So I was just like, whatever. The ball. And so anyway, Talicia was our first daughter. Our twins, Triego and Diego is what they were supposed to be, but it ended up being Triego and Zachary. And then our youngest daughter's name is Evelyn. Pretty plain Jane. But it's just funny because you hear Zachary is spelled differently. It's Zachery instead of Ary, but
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I picked the name Triego. We call him Trey and Zach. Oh shoot, was that another ball? But yeah, it's when he just likes unusual names, so 3 and 2, yeah, 3 and 1.
My girls are Natalie and Lexi.
That's cute.
Natalie's the I. My boys' name.
And they get the walk base runner on. So now resuming the pattern for the first and second inning for the Chieftains.
ING.
Coming up to bat next, senior number 1, Dalton Belcher.
Yeah, I don't
Alex
know.
Cole Webb and rookie Mitt Webb.
I got the hiccups. Was that a strike?
Yes.
I thought I saw his
Chris,
right-
though, don't let him fool you. He is a cheeky nonconformist. It's KRIS.
I am, yeah.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So now you got one to rub in his face.
Well, except my ex-husband.
In my defense, though, I had no say in that. Trust me. Because my first name is actually Christian, so it's Kristian. So if you read it fast, it turns out like Christina or Kristen or whatever. So every time when I was growing up,
Safe at second on the stolen base.
they say my legal name, and they F it up. And I'd be like, no, it's Christian. And they're like, oh, well, sorry, I thought it was K
Yeah.
throws people off.
Okay, so yeah, that is weird. Just saying. Yeah, when you said Chris, I pictured CHRIS.
Everybody does, poet.
Oh.
All right, Calumet running out of bats and opportunities to get this thing going back toward a closer game. It has been all Silo after the first inning. A brief response by Calumet at the top of the second, and it is a 7-1 lead for the Rebels. Now at the plate, sophomore number 7, Kingston Arnold.
Cracks me up. Kyle does not have any kids, never been married, doesn't want to be married, and he is dating me. I have 5 kids and 4 grandkids. I mean, you can't go more opposite than that.
Well, in fairness, if he wanted to have a lot of kids, you would be in trouble.
Yeah, well,
Because you're clearly a fertile turtle.
no, I am not now. My tubes are tied and
You ready
I'm
for
done.
the crazy stat of the day, Greg?
Oh, yes, sir.
Combined perfect 5-game run rule in the NBC World Series in Wichita, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy topped out at 76 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
He threw in a perfect game.
They're probably going,
Dude, they're just rolling me over ground balls, fly balls.
trying to kill it and swinging ahead of it, swinging behind it, swinging on top of it. First game of the day, Rattan victorious 15-2. That was a matchup of defending Class A state champions with the Rams. And then the Panthers, a surprising Class 2A runner-up. They actually split the season series or rivalry with Silo, defeating them at the Sean Hall Toka Wampus Cat Wood Memorial Tournament. Used to be called the Wood Bat. Now it's in honor of Sean Hall. So now their 21st season and anniversary coming up. Silo, it lit a fire. They finished 5th place in that pairing. Got beat by Valiant, lost a 4-1 lead. Got beat by Amber Pocasset. Didn't accidentally lose. I mean, they actually got outplayed. After that, they go to Jones. They crush 2, 3, and 4A schools. Lose one more game the rest of the season and claim their 6th consecutive spring title. Does come with an asterisk where the 2020 season was canceled, but nonetheless, 6 consecutive spring state championships, 11 straight counting fall and spring. The Rebels have been there at the end to win or lose it, going 8-3 in those state championship games. Calumet gets a new coach in Cody Thiessen. Technically his 3rd season and 2nd year coming from Loki Sickles. Doing an exceptional job already there. Back-to-back state appearances, state semifinals, getting their first victory in school history in the fall last season, and then state quarterfinalists this past season. Base runner advances on the walk. Courtesy runner at first. Entering the game, number 13, Hunter Mayfield. Up to bat, junior, number 6, Carson Cooper.
Oh, is that a strike? Yeah.
Says no go.
I was gonna say he pretty much swung at it.
Officially, it's 1-1, but I agree with you. It was really, really right there. That bat was turned.
He put his hand up like this though.
Yeah. I think they're tossing him maybe kind of a lifeline on that call.
That was
It was close, though, but no, that's definitely, yeah. It's 2-1.
I'm telling you, he put his hand up. Watch the video. Watch the video. So I'm not looking at the pitch. I'm looking at the home.
All right. Calumet now with something brewing here. They could get a base runner on here and not burn it out trying to advance them through a hit. And it's going to be just foul.
Looks good. Hit it right in the
And he walks him. Bases loaded. Bases loaded for the Chieftains. Now coming to the plate, senior number 5, Derek Krantzman.
No, you're good. No. I was just saying that.
That's my daughter.
I know you guys are down here. I was just
My youngest.
Wow. She's quiet.
She's like, I hate that picture. Or mom.
you weren't there. My
I'm
bad,
like,
bro.
what?
That's right. That's
She
good.
doesn't like makeup.
Pitching change for the Rebels.
Oh, putting a new one in.
Are you bringing your jersey with you?
All right, so he's got a 7-1 lead. So if he goes out, Arnold will take the loss. And Mendenhall will get the win. We'll get you an update here on the player number. I didn't catch the jersey yet, but I'll do my best to zero in on it. There we go. Now pitching for Silo, number 3, Landon Langley.
No, your phone does work. I mean, I give you a text message compliment, and I didn't get them or I would have answered. Oh, yes. Why are you guys here? Eli's not here. So what are y'all doing here? Oh, let's go, bro. Is Oklahoma good? No, dude, your Ranger fire.
Just a reminder, this game is being tape delay broadcast on Prep Nation TV. The entire game will be available at the conclusion of this game to view, as well as video highlights and the plays of the game.
Did I show you those rings?
When you get a chance, you get in touch with, the Santa Fe Coast, something like that, Cap.
Yeah, I've got one coming.
No, he didn't. He asked me if I'd seen him. I said no, and then we never got into it.
Did I see that?
Evens up the pitch count, 1-1. It's going to be a high fly, shallow out to center field. Right fielder's going to snag it, though. Unable to score, everybody has to stand put. Up to bat next, number 9, senior Hunter Navanik.
Is that 2 outs or 1?
That's just 1 out. If he pops it up infield, it's an automatic out. They call it an infield fly.
For some reason, I thought they already had one, though.
Way out ahead.
Uh-oh, we're thinking of third.
You were correct.
I thought so.
Yep, you were right. Bam, bam, bam.
I was going to say, because I thought we had one out before.
We are on the verge of having hour and 20 plus minute break in between games. So if anybody wants to go home, take a nap, and come home, you could probably, come back, you could probably get it done. This game is just motored right along, though.
Yeah, these guys are good, though.
Yeah, they're very good, very efficient. Don't make a lot of mistakes.
I know, 2 errors each.
In this particular case, the favorite's winning.
The favorite is?
Yeah, yeah. In my opinion, there wasn't an upset the prior game either. Rattan's loaded. They lost Coach's boy and one other kid, but they're going to be right back in the mix again for A. Very good team.
That's no filter, by the way.
I would assume on paper the game of the day is the one coming up.
Really?
Yeah. Should be the closest, most competitive one. Up at the plate for the Rebels, number 6, Dexter Hayes. Thomas, correction.
Is that Bell?
Yeah. Yep, 6-3 ground out.
Was that a error?
No. Coming up to bat next, number 1, Zane Sander. Yeah, he just swung way too soon and barely got the bat squared up on it.
They're fixing to get brand new turf fields. So you got $10 million bond going up for bid in October. That's crazy.
Well, what was it, 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1.
Okay, that looks sweet.
Sorry.
I mean, he didn't think
It's all right, don't worry about it.
fields themselves,
I'm
but
being
like,
distracted. My kids are texting me.
man,
Told them to let my dog out.
But, I mean, he's not throwing his kids. He's throwing. Oh, that's off. He's throwing one right now, and it's 7-1. But you're never gonna guess if we start hitting the big deal.
Squeeze by you.
Yes.
Right. See, the one is, that's not a good drill.
That's the biggest thing. Anybody that's getting caught you after Silo,
Ouch.
Alexander, with a big hit.
No, Sanders not the only one that I've seen. Of course, this kid, I like this kid, although I don't think he's done anything. What was this kid done?
He's too close.
We have 2 outs, right?
Yes. Now batting for the Rebels, number 12, Colby Smith.
He's good.
That's a strike.
He really is legit. Good Oklahoma State games threw 2 innings and was done. It's not firm. It's not. He's good. And for some reason, Arnold gets hit. I forgot they still have a catcher out there. Next time.
4 down.
Well, I sure as hell hope so.
Oh, it's
nice
in.
hit.
Oh, perfect.
What's he done all day today?
One other minor hit and 2 runs scored, but he's been kind of knocked around the field. Move those over there.
He looked better than he looked better.
Up the plate next, number 23, Gabe Hernandez.
Oh, I did not catch that one.
Ball.
Thank you.
You guys will be up next, won't you? You're gonna be close to that Indian.
That was a strike.
Still he said 10. I don't know. Still he said 10.
Hey Greg, what has Smith kid done on the day?
He has got the double.
Good carry.
He's got 2 stolen bases, and he's scored 3 runs, and he has 1 RBI.
Because he's a senior, that's the only reason I would go with him.
Sander has got a 2 RBI double, and he's scored 3 runs, but he's been hit in every time other than the 2 RBI double.
The only reason I would go with Smith is he's a senior, the other kid's a sophomore.
Sanders got a triple, I don't know.
Yeah, that's correct. He did get in. But other than that, he's got the bigger hit, put it that way.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I can't continue to invite you, and you don't bring all your team, and then you win the state championship. That's not even fair to everybody. They watch you, and you have all your team here, and everybody's like, he's all taken out.
These are basketball pants.
Yeah.
These are our warm-ups.
Yes. Yes. No, look at the blue pinstripes. Last year, 2 years ago, or at least, we got white pinstripes this year. So. Boy's coming out there now. He is in. Which means I only have him for 5 more minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
We're hoping for the fall.
Not that long. Not that long. So, I get him this year, next year. Yeah, so he's gone, and old basketball boy, Gray's gone today. Yeah, basketball.
I watched the video the other day. Of course, I never saw you guys.
Now batting number 15, freshman Brendan Voss.
I watched the video of him playing in like the summer stuff.
Yeah, he can go. He can go. Yes, he
Like I said,
But he's not playing. Eli's not playing. Or is he playing?
I don't know.
Still
I
not.
don't know. It's up in there. He's told some he might not.
He's not playing. He's not playing one.
Basketball. That's what I said. I said when it comes down to it.
Well, they want him here. That wants him here.
I'll promise you.
Oh, yeah, nice.
His dad. Although
Gonna go, gonna go, gonna go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, all right, all right. Stand up triple.
So that was a hit for home, for
Yep.
Jess.
the guy when he was there,
Hit for Jess?
Yes.
now he may make a deal with Scott, but then he gave me practice Thursday.
That's pretty
Back to the top of the lineup for the Chieftains. Number 11, Kyler Thiessen.
Did that hit count
Yes, yes.
on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, did it mark?
Yeah, you got it correct. Even though I would swear that Silo's got more than 3 hits, but I haven't been keeping track, to be honest with you.
I pressed it.
Oh, boy.
That ball's hit
They
really
got-
well.
Oh. There's a run.
RBI double.
No, because,
You gonna fly this under the radar.
Silo had a whole bunch of walks, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they didn't have very much.
Yes, that's probably the best 26 in the class.
At least I'm pretty
He's
sure.
climbing to that.
Yes.
He's in the, they so much into that he's in the top 5.
Zero outs, right?
I mean, I don't doubt it.
And like I said, I don't know what the rest of them look like, but I know that guy.
I'll tell you right now, like, I feel like he jumped, like, from his ball to his screen. Yes, jumped.
Now batting number 19, Caleb Thiessen.
And I'm just, the whole time I'm just like,
I watched him play twice. Well, once in the fall against me, once in the spring against me. And they weren't the same player.
this is what, I was gonna tell you, this sounds very arrogant, I don't really like that. He's as good as there might get. It might get going professional.
Yeah.
He's, I mean,
No.
he does things, they're real similar.
Mm.
They do a lot of things the same way,
Foul?
but I think
And you need to add, they've got 5 hits now for the away team.
further on.
Yep.
No, I agree. I mean, 100%.
I thought that when I pressed the button, it didn't click. Because I pressed it and it.
Yeah, the music thing has just quit working, so I don't know if I need to click into a different column now or what, but I just gave up on it. I'm like, forget it. I'll worry about it in between games when there's an hour break.
Exactly.
I still like him, not yet.
One down with the strikeout. Coming up to bat next, number 10, senior Hunter Arnold.
They've already pitched.
I would say 10 for 11.
One more time.
They've already pitched.
And 17 stolen bases.
He's just now up to bat.
One trip.
He was the pitcher, but he's just now up to bat.
Oh,
He was, yeah. It went tackle.
1-0 count. Yeah.
So much that he had, stolen bases.
no, so he had 40.
And the wild pitch allows him to steal in safe at third. So now the Chieftains rallying here in the top of the 7th. The bottom line is they have got to score at least 5 runs. Otherwise, this is a final score. Your next game up will be at 5 o'clock, and that'll be live streamed on PNTV featuring the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs versus the Oklahoma Tigers.
Thanks, though.
Head coach Jamie Hastings out on the mound meeting with pitcher.
Just and Sean, Dad's brother, Sean. They're coming through Oklahoma tomorrow and the other day Tennessee. And not tomorrow, Monday. Sorry, Monday. But so I sent her my address, but I'll send her yours if you want to just have us meet there. Okay. 502?
Don't forget the Steinmetz ahead of them and like, you know, they're.
Okay. I just thought that might be easier.
That's why I did everything.
Okay, love you.
About Cameron. Kellen's ahead of Cameron on the offense scoring list, like 10 points or whatever like that. And I said, "Oh, man, you know, he has to throw the ball to Steinmetz out about
Yes,
the
exactly.
Oh, beautiful changeup.
Dang it.
He absolutely brought him down to the knee on that swing. And it comes at him with the fastball to get back-to-back strikes now, evening up the pitch count. All right, 2-2. Chieftains have a runner on third. They desperately, got to get a better at bat than that. Coming up to bat, number 1, Dalton Belcher. That's a backbreaker for Calumet. Triple, a double, run scores, you get the stolen base, and then you kind of go out with the whimper instead of the bang there. Really needed to drive that shot at least outfield and try to get a sac RBI or something to take the throw away from home plate. Unable to get it on 2 just really, really bad golf swings. Replacement pitcher for the Rebels that came in the 5th inning is offsetting and speed changing, and it is throwing off Calumet. He's pretty much going with a breaking ball, changeup, and fastball, and then kind of rotating. So he's getting them behind in the count and then swinging low, swinging high. Now 1-2 pitch count, money on the way. Chops it down the third base line, foul. And now evens up 2-2. This is the 3rd annual Best of the Best Baseball Festival. This season, only 3 games, or 6 teams total. So we have a different time format than last year. If anything, we could have squeezed in an extra game between the lead-in from the Rattan game, ring him up, strike out. And that'll do it. Your final score, Silo 7, Calumet 2. Your most outstanding player and most valuable player winners of this game, Colby Smith and Kyler Thiessen. They will join 2 players from Rattan, Logan Smith, and James Childress for the potential tournament winners of the most outstanding player and most valuable player customized belts. If the players want to stay, you can stay for the next game. Otherwise, we will let you know at the conclusion of tonight's game if you are the belt winner.
Do you get paid to do this?
I do. I usually I underwrite most of my stuff through sponsors, but every now and then different clubs or groups just pay me to do it. But long story short, on a slow year, I do 300 games a year. I've done as many as 460 in a year, and it was way too much. I literally said, no, I'm not going to do that many. So about 350 plus, almost 400 a year or something. Yeah, I do it.
How much do you usually get paid to do a game?
It depends. I've done some games for $100, and other games made a lot more than that. Tournaments are the better way to do it because you can make more money pooling all the teams and staying there throughout the games and the days. Yeah.